For a bit of fun, I did one entire month's worth of yield farming at crypto.com yield farming services. So I'm going to show you a little bit of a screenshot later in the video of what it looks like in case you want to get involved and give it a try. And before some of you out there give me a hard time in the comments, I know that typically you are supposed to leave your coins in the yield farming process for longer than a month, but I just wanted to test out the crypto.com yield farming services, see how it went, see how much money I made or how much money I lost, or whether my balance has just stayed the same. And of course I know that it is dependent on the pair that you are yield farming with and you are providing liquidity with. However, yes, I'm just going to be showing you a few points on that today, and I'm going to show you about how I actually took that money off, and I've actually moved it into the Uniswap decentralized protocol, and I'm going to leave it in there for a month and then also do a review there. So if you're interested in getting a few of my thoughts on that, whilst I'm not an expert on the topic at all, I'm just starting to get to know the space. These videos are never financial advice. I'm not a financial advisor, but if you do feel like you might enjoy this video today, then stay tuned, guys. Cheers. You can still enjoy this one. Use the bilateral. What is good, YouTube and friends? And thank you for coming and chilling with real Satoshi Aoki on the channel, where I always strive and aim to bring you the rawest crypto information and education. If you are new around here, because I know 70% of you out there are, 70% of you watching these videos are not subscribed to the channel, and I'm not asking you to subscribe or even like the video unless you do find some value in today's video and you think I might just be a cool guy. Okay, so first of all, I'm going to talk about 2 points before I show you my rewards or my losses on the crypto.com DeFi swap. First point that I'm going to talk to you about is just a quick summary of what DeFi is. Essentially, it's a decentralized finance. DeFi is short for decentralized finance. And what I'm going to be showing you today is a situation where I've actually been adding liquidity pairs to a liquidity pool. Now, the reason why I am personally bullish on DeFi versus some other people, like I know a lot of you out there are very bullish on DeFi, but there have been a lot of scams in the DeFi space lately. Liquidity pools allow an easy platform for new scam coins to come and scam their users. There are coins coming out that are working to combat this. Coins like Team Finance, who is a project that I have been working with lately, are really good at addressing this. I'll leave a link for that video in the description of this video as well. But essentially what it is, a DEX, it's a decentralized exchange where we add liquidity to the pool. Now, why do I think this has some real value going forward into the future? Well, to really find that out, we need to go back to the start when Bitcoin was created in 2009 by Satoshi Nakamoto. Now, the original consensus or the original idea behind Bitcoin and just cryptocurrency in general was for it to give more power back to the common person, all right? For it to be more decentralized, to take the power, or some of the power at least, to distribute a bit more of that wealth away from governments, away from monarchs, away from dictatorships and all that bad stuff. Depending on where you are watching this video from on the world, your government might be very, very different to mine. I'm in the UK here. Whilst no government is perfect, the UK government is not too bad. I'm from Australia originally, but I am able to work over here. But in certain countries, perhaps like Venezuela, where you're suffering from hyperinflation, or certain parts of Africa, or certain parts of Asia, there is a lot of corrupt stuff going on there, and just a fairer monetary system is really required for their citizens to ever really get out of certain areas of poverty and that kind of thing. So that was essentially why crypto was created. It wasn't created, in my personal opinion, to be centralized through centralized exchanges, centralized third parties where you couldn't have control of your own keys and you're subject to having your cryptos locked up, whether you like it or not. Now, I'm not saying this is a good or a bad thing. I'm just simply stating the facts as they are. I'm going to give you an example. Full disclosure, I use Celsius Wallet and I have funds actively on Celsius Wallet, Ethereum, that I am gaining passive income from. So I do appreciate that, Celsius Wallet. However, Celsius Wallet have been down for about 48 hours. They have been doing a system upgrade, fair enough, but the fact of the matter is I didn't have access to my Ethereum if I wanted to have access to it for 48 hours. Now, for me personally, I'm not complaining at all. It's not an issue for me because my strategy with that Ethereum was to leave it in there for at least a few months, maybe even a year, gather up some sell token and start staking some rewards. But for a lot of people, this might actually freak them out, all right? This might actually freak them out. And yeah, it's just, I'm not saying it's a bad thing that third parties are a bad thing. They're great. They offer great staking rewards and really great benefits. And it's a really easy way for new users to basically come on and get a taste for crypto without, you know, having to maybe fork out for a Ledger cold storage wallet just yet. With all that being said, it kind of defeats the purpose of what cryptocurrency was originally created to do. You're in full control. You're meant to be in full control of your own keys. You're, you know, meant to remain anonymous to an extent, maintain a certain level of privacy. Now, where am I going with this? In my opinion, this is what decentralized exchanges do. Decentralized exchanges or protocols, you can go on there, you don't have to do a KYC, which is a know your customer. You can do a swap, so you can swap some Ethereum for some Uniswap, or some Ethereum for some Team token, some Ethereum for some Link token, or any other ERC20 token on that particular platform, maybe using Uniswap as an example, and nobody has to know. It's nobody else's business, all right? They don't have control of your funds. It's a non-custodial service, which means you would connect, for example, in this case, an ERC20 wallet, a MetaMask wallet. You have control of your funds. You send them to the protocol. When the job is done on the protocol, you've done your swaps, you've done your lending, or whatever you need to do, the smart contract is already set up in an easy way so that you can withdraw your funds when you're ready. Pay the gas fees that are required and you can be on your way, and nobody else has to get involved. No third-party institution has to come in and take some massive cut like a bank or a third-party crypto service or something like that. Get it? Hopefully, without me going into too much detail, you get a bit of an understanding of what DeFi is, or some examples of what DeFi are. I know there's a lot of you out there watching that have got full awareness of what DeFi is, but for my new audience out there that don't know, that in a nutshell, that's basically some examples of what DeFi is. Now, why do I think this is important for the bullishness of DeFi going forward and the bullishness of crypto? Well, as I said, it kind of reinvigorates that original idea of crypto being more private. You know, you've got a little bit more control of your keys. You don't have to trust a third party. So I think that going into the future, this is going to be very appealing, or it is already appealing to a lot of traders and investors that want to just swap their coins without having to go through the hassle of using a third-party exchange. Believe it or not, there are a lot of people out there. Like I said, of course, there's benefits to third-party exchanges, but you know, a lot of people actually will never use a third-party exchange because they like to stick to the original idea of cryptocurrency. So I definitely think that, yeah, look, we might have been in a bit of a bubble. There are a lot of scam coins, which I'll elaborate on a little bit more in the next little segment. But all in all, I definitely think that DeFi is a space that is here to stay. I think it's a great idea, a great concept, and I'm very bullish on it. As I did mention before, it can be a breeding ground for scammers. That's liquidity pools. So what's an example of this? All right, let's just say there's a particular token that's just come out. It's called Token X. It promises to do some amazing things in the DeFi space. Some friends tipped you off about it. Oh, Geordie, this is going to give you 100x in like a week, brother. Make sure you come on here with your Ethereum and yeah, do the swap and just get involved in this one, buddy. So they come on, all right, they come onto the liquidity pool to get this Token X with their Ethereum because that's the only way they can do it. The creator of the token remains anonymous, okay? Their friends just tip them off. They pop some Ethereum in the pool, they get their Token X in return at a certain price, maybe it's at around 10 cents. They wait, the token gets released on an exchange, maybe 1 week later, it pumps up maybe to, let's say, $1 for like a second, and then it crashes all the way down to 1 cent. Poor old Geordie didn't get enough time because he just doesn't know how to trade that quickly, all right, or maybe Binance Exchange or something, and it was a typical pump and dump scam. It was a rug pull, it was an exit scam. Geordie has now lost majority of his funds. The scammer has pulled the liquidity, pulled the Ethereum out of the pool because investors that he or she has scammed to come into the pool, drop all their Ethereum in the pool, take all the Token X out, means that there's a reduced level of Token X, an increased level of Ethereum. The scammer can then very easily just pull all of the ETH out of that particular liquidity pool. Let's just say it's on Uniswap, for example, and because they're anonymous, they do a rug pull, they leave. It's an exit scam, all right? This kind of thing happens all the time, and you just need to be really aware of it when you are messing around with yield farming or just basically getting into new coins through the DeFi space or new DeFi projects. So do your own research on DeFi projects, guys, and be prepared to lose money. It doesn't matter, even if you're investing in a more reputable pair like Ethereum to Link, for example, which is Chainlink, you know, there's still a chance that you can lose some money. All right, let's take a look at what I may have made or lost from the DeFi swap. Alrighty folks, so I've got side by side, it's 1 month apart, okay? So on the left hand side here was the original yield farming that I did do with the Link ETH pair and the Uni ETH pair, and this one here, same pairs, just 1 month later. So we're just gonna have a quick go through and just explain what all these little numbers mean. So it's gonna be a still screenshot for a bit with me just yabbering my head off, so do try and pay attention. Guys, I also just wanna really apologize for all that banging and drilling and construction sounds going on in the background. There is renovation going on next door, so I do apologize for that. So really do thank you for your patience there. All right, so let's have a bit of a look at this one first, okay? So I'll just bring that back up so you can see. Okay, so we've got swap here first up, okay? So that's where if you want to swap your tokens, you can go in there, all right? So then we've got the pool here, which is where I am now. That's where you want to add liquidity to the pool and you can get involved in the yield farming process. The boost section here is if you want to yield farm Crow for the long term, you can get slightly better interest rates on that there if you're interested in that. And the APY is the annual percentage yield, which does take into consideration compound interest versus APR, annual percentage rate, okay? So let's have a look down here, guys, at my liquidity pairs on the DeFi swap. So the first one was Link ETH, and we'll go through Link ETH here, and then we'll go through Link ETH a month later, and then we'll do the same thing with Uni ETH. So with my pooled Link, I originally pooled, guys, this was 1 month ago, 16.2787 Link and 0.482495 Ethereum, all right? So these two numbers here are simply just the amounts that I did originally put in the yield farming pool, all right? And then my pool tokens here, so I got 2.788 Link/Ethereum tokens, all right? And then you got the pool share, which when I started was 0.02%. Now the pool share, if more people join the pool, I'm gonna get less percentage share of the pool. If more people leave the pool, I'm gonna get a higher share of the pool. So the higher share of the pool, the better in this particular case. All right, now let's fast forward a month and go over onto the right side here. Now, as you can see, I got 16.9729, all right? So I gained a little bit, okay, roughly 0.2 Link from this particular pair. And then if we go to the ETH, I got 0.465331 compared to 0.48. So I actually lost around 0.03 ETH in this particular situation. So in this particular example, it simply just means that people have taken more Ethereum out of the pool. So they've swapped Ethereum and they put Link in. So from here, when I started to here, 1 month later, which was yesterday, people have basically been trading Ethereum and so basically more Ethereum has been taken out and more Link has been placed in the pool. So that's the difference in price there. As you can see, the pool tokens will remain the same and the pool share has actually increased. So I've gone from 0.02 to what have we got here? Yeah, 0.03% share there, guys. So all in all, I actually gained $8 from this, okay? I gained $8 from the Link and ETH pair, all right? And yeah, so that was pretty good. I was actually, yeah, not too unhappy about that. All right, guys, so basically, yeah, so if we have a look at the Link here, so from the Link to Link, from month to month, I basically gained $8, and from the Ethereum, month to month, I actually lost $7.81. So I actually gained, what was it, about 9 US cents from both these pairs across the month. I gained 9 cents up, which is, yeah, basically not really a change, so that's fine. Let's go down to the Uni and ETH now, guys. So for the Uni and ETH, again, I'm not going to run through what they mean again, but as you can see, month 1, I got 58.8 Uni in here, and then I got 70.5229, which is really, really awesome, guys. That's really, really awesome. So I actually ended up gaining $33 US worth of Uni, okay, at the time of recording this video. So I'm up $33 from the Uni pair. As you can see here, the pool share has gone from 0.19. It's actually reduced in this case, guys. So I've gone from 0.19 to 0.14. So I've lost share of this pool, which means that more people have staked liquidity in this pool. Okay. And let's have a look here. Okay, so with my ETH, 528, 205, 445,283. It's a bit of a drop. I actually lost, guys, $37.80. So I actually lost about $5, guys, in this pool. So yeah, it was a bit of a shame that I lost the ETH in this particular example. All right, guys, so I know, as I said before, it would have been more ideal if I would have just left my coins in there potentially for a bit longer, and then depending on what happens with that pool, whether people enter or what coins people pull out or my share of the pool and all that sort of thing, and the price of the coin, there are so many factors that can affect whether you're going to gain or lose money in this yield farming process. I want to be really, really clear. Do your own research and be aware. It's not just a simple case of like staking your coins on crypto.com or Celsius Network and you're guaranteed to have interest rates for the year. No, absolutely not. In this particular case, especially when I take into account the GUI fees, the gas fees that I had to pay from my ERC20 MetaMask wallet in the form of Ethereum gas, I lost money, guys. I lost money. I lost probably about $10 in the whole process of 1 month. Now, if I left it 6 months, would I potentially have gained some money? Yeah, possibly. Who knows? It's hard to say. It's hard to say, okay? But all in all, am I annoyed about the process? Not at all. Not at all. This is how I learn, guys. I don't know about you out there, but this is how I learn. I learn just the basic stuff about, so I heard about DeFi. It was really hyped up. I thought, okay, I'm not going to listen to the positive. I'll listen to the positive and the negative, but then I'm also going to go and learn a bit about it myself, take the good and the bad, and I'm going to just go through and experience it just with a little bit, guys. So, I only invested like a little bit of money, maybe $100 in each pool. So I'm not really, it's for an experiment, because that's the best way that I'm personally going to learn, and I'm not going to document a video about it if I haven't actually gone through the experience myself, all right? So I put a little bit of money in there. I've learned a little bit first. I've listened to some feedback. I've learned a little bit more myself, okay, done my own research, and then I've just put a little bit of money in and just gone through the process myself and learned there's no better way to learn. And the same thing goes for investing. People get scared to invest, oh my God, I can't, I'm going to lose it. Guys, you can start investing in BTC with like $20 and just monitor it and see how it goes. And that's going to reel you in and make you learn a little bit more about the space. Okay, so I won't get into too much of a tangent about Bitcoin. But yeah, that's basically it, guys. So yeah, hope you enjoyed. Also, folks, do remember to take the time and like this video, subscribe to the channel if you did find value in the content today, and let me know what videos would you like me to start creating, and let me know specifically, what do you think about the Crypto.com DeFi services? Have you had your own experience with Crypto.com DeFi, or maybe some other DeFi services like Uniswap, which is arguably the main DeFi service out there at the moment? What's your view on the DeFi bubble? What's your view on the DeFi space? What coins are you looking at in the DeFi space at the moment? Are there any bullish ones? Let me know, guys. Let's create a bit of community discussion around this topic, and make sure if you are new around here and you haven't yet subscribed to my social media as well, follow me on my Twitter handles at Satoshi, so my Twitter handle at Satoshi Aoki 7, and my Instagram handle, which is also at Satoshi Aoki 7. I've also got a free Telegram group where you can come and connect and chat with me directly on there if you do have any questions at all. So guys, make sure you comment, like the video if you enjoyed the content today, and I shall see you in the next video. Bitcoin to 20K, December. You heard it first. Catch you guys.